When you get stuck, sometimes the best way to find a way forward is to turn the world upside down. Let's talk about inverted energy. Come on in. Welcome back into the Learn, Love, Live You series. I hope you're having fun with your growth. If so, hit like on this video and let me know. Now, before I forget, make sure to subscribe and like the channel so you get notified when new videos come out. So last week, we talked about balance energy and weighing how you want to show up in the world with how the world expects you to show up. Spoiler, if you didn't watch the video from last week, those are two very different things. Well, this week, we're moving on to an energy that hopefully feels a little lighter, maybe even refreshing, and it's inverted energy. Despite learning about and working with all the previous energies, there's going to be times when nothing seems to work. You move 2 steps forward and find yourself taking 3 steps back. You've tried putting yourself out there and then going back inside, and still you can't quite get over a hurdle. This is where using inverted energy comes in handy. This energy encourages you to find completely different ways to look at your situation, look at your environment, and even look at the world in a brand new way. Now, I know you're thinking, Mel, you've already gone over 11 different ways to find solutions. What else is there? Well, for a change, I can't completely answer that question for you because this week I want you to have a little fun in finding new ways to look at the world. And it starts with realizing that humans live in routines. We mainly eat the foods we already know we like. We take the same route to work every day. We listen to our favorite songs over and over. And there's nothing wrong with that. We are drawn to the familiar, and it's simpler and safer to repeat what we already recognize. Now, we've talked before about how our brains want things to be safe. You know the saying, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? That's what happens when you rely on what you're familiar with when you're trying to change. Buying a 12-pack of Coke but expecting one of them will taste like orange juice just doesn't make sense. It's not going to happen no matter how many 12 packs of Coke you buy. If you want orange juice, you've got to leave the soda aisle and wander over to the juice case, right? If you want something different, you have to do something different. So when you've tried all the familiar things to change something in your life and nothing seems to work, it's time for something completely different. And this is where I want you to have a little fun. So the next time you're feeling stuck or just looking for a little inspiration on how to make your next move, you could try driving a new way to a familiar place and allow yourself to notice how different things look on streets that you don't normally drive down. You could book a tarot session with someone who can help you connect with a fresh point of view. Now, I happen to know the perfect person.
It's me. I'm the perfect person.
You can try lying on your bed and then getting under the covers. Instead of just feeling frustrated, allow yourself to laugh at how hard you had to work to get under that blanket. And appreciate that you were able to come up with a way to make it work. In the book, I give my favorite example of lying on the edge of the bed with your head hanging over the side, so you see your familiar space, but upside down. Notice how items that you see every day are suddenly so different from this perspective. The more you can get out of your routines and look for new ways to experience the world around you, the easier it becomes to notice new ways of looking at your life, including situations that just feel stuck. Because if you're feeling stuck, I'll bet you're looking at your situation over and over again from the perspective of being stuck. And if I said to you, just look at it from a different perspective, that wouldn't be very helpful if you hadn't already practiced appreciating a change of view. So do whatever you can to make the experience of change a little easier and a little less scary. So, your assignment this week, start looking at your life in some new, fun ways. So, when you feel stuck, you already have experience turning situations on their head. As always, if you'd like help with this or any other energies, or you need some one on one support from me, make sure to reach out. I'm here to help. All the links are right down in the description. Now, a little warning about next week. Make sure you've got a grasp on this energy because we're about to move into a bit of a heavier phase that inevitably comes as we mature and grow in our energies, as we talk about navigating endings. So make sure to come back for rebirth energy. And if you haven't already, make sure to grab the book Learn, Love, Live You that will walk you through each of these energies and the workbook that gives you simple, practical tools to practice these skills in your everyday life. Okay, that's it for this week. I'd love to hear about the fun ways you practice this energy. So come back and comment below to tell me all about it. I'll see you next time. Stay magical, y'all.